A Tangled Heart. Chapter 1. A Chance Encounter. Lila's fingers danced across the canvas, strokes of color blending with rhythmic precision as she brought her latest creation to life under the dim light of the coffee shop awning. The vibrant hues seemed to pulse in sync with the symphony of thoughts that played within her mind, a kaleidoscope of emotions layered over a cityscape she knew intimately yet couldn't quite capture through paint alone. Her gaze drifted from the canvas, meeting the eyes of an unfamiliar man who stood across the street, sipping his coffee. Those eyes. Deep pools of unspoken stories that seemed to hold tales of their own, whispers of joy and sorrow, woven into a tapestry she yearned to unravel. Their paths crossed on busy streets and alleyways, but it wasn't until today, beneath the awning of the Bohemian Muse, where her artistic sanctuary met his quietude, that Lila felt an inexplicable jolt. Ethan's gaze was not unlike those in her paintings, mysterious yet familiar, a reflection of what her soul yearned for. She finished her latest piece, titled City Sails, and tucked it into her bag as the sun dipped behind the towering skyscrapers of Manhattan. Ethan still stood there, lost in thought. He watched her with an intensity that made her heart beat faster, almost audible above the clatter of cups and muffled conversations within. His eyes followed her every step until she disappeared into the crowded streets. Days passed, each encounter fleeting yet filled with a sense of longing. Lila found herself drawn to this quiet stranger. His brooding nature and mysterious aura piqued her curiosity. One morning, as rain poured down New York's concrete veins, they finally collided. Ethan grabbed an umbrella just in time to prevent hers from turning inside out. "You're quite the knight," she quipped, a grin flashing on his face for the first time since their initial meeting. Their hands brushed as he handed it back. Sparks of electricity danced between them. Over steaming cups at the Bohemian Muse, Lila learned Ethan was a writer, and not just any writer. His debut novel had captured hearts across continents. He spoke little about himself yet poured out emotions onto pages where love stories found solace in the city's shadows. She shared her art with unbridled passion, revealing more than intended. Their connection wasn't lost on either of them. Ethan suggested an art gallery showcasing their work. Lila accepted. Together, they prepared for the exhibition under the starry night sky at Central Park West, a place where dreams and fears were woven into canvas and prose. Intricate details filled their conversations, Lila's love for colors, his for words. He spoke of elegance in silence, his novel in progress. She described the city through an artist's lens. They shared stories as the night deepened. Ethan pulled out a manuscript and read to her under the streetlights. Words spilled from between the pages, painting vivid scenes Lila had seen but never heard, love found amidst concrete and steel. "I've been searching for you," he whispered in the shadows of a century-old oak tree. Her breath caught, the confession echoed within them both. They stood there as rain began to fall once more. Chapter 2. Secrets and Shadows. Ethan's book was finally released, Elegance in Silence, a literary phenomenon. Lila's paintings adorned the gallery walls alongside his chapters. Critics raved about the synergy between their mediums, love songs of New York City sung through art and prose. Yet Ethan vanished without explanation just as success took hold. The once familiar streets now felt empty. She painted amidst a storm of emotions. Whispers in her mind turned to screams seeking solace. Weeks passed, her work sold, but her muse was gone. Ethan reappeared on the eve of the exhibition closing, an invitation handwritten and pinned to the wall of the Bohemian Muse. His words echoed in calligraphy, "Come alone." Lila arrived at the gallery, a single spotlight cut through the darkness, pointing to their shared works. Her heart pounded as he stood at the edge of the room, watching over her creations. She approached cautiously, yet Ethan's eyes welcomed her like an old friend. In that moment, they spoke volumes without a word. His voice cracked as he said, "Your art, it speaks for me." Lila's hand trembled holding his hand. The first touch ignited a fire that had long been starved of human connection. Their sanctuary was established, beneath the gallery's dimmed lights. Secrets unfolded like petals from a well-guarded garden. Ethan confessed to writing elegance in silence, during periods of insomnia, inspired by her. She spoke about an abusive relationship and finding solace through art. In this fragile dance, they found solace, their hearts entwined despite the unspoken fears surrounding love. Shadows crept closer, Ethan's past threatened to tear them asunder. On a stormy night, amidst the gallery's closing hours, he confessed his secret, a stalker ex-girlfriend, obsessed with his writing, threatening to expose his hidden identity. Fear and desire tangoed in Lila's soul. The silence between them was palpable until Ethan left, leaving an envelope on the table. The next day, trembling fingers opened it, a ticket to an isolated cabin in the mountains where passion and creativity awaited. Ethan proposed escaping reality together for 2 weeks. Torn, she chose freedom over fear. Their flight took off into dawn's embrace as the city slept. At the cabin, days melted away, each moment woven from laughter and tears shared through rain-soaked windows or under starlight. An unspoken understanding formed. He penned novel chapters by day, her brushes danced with nightscapes. One evening, Ethan read aloud, his voice resonating in a voice that stirred something deep within Lila. The cabin's silence was broken when fingers intertwined, and they stood facing each other beneath the moonlight. In this sanctuary of art and literature, their hearts beat as one. But shadows persisted, the stalker, now aware of their escape. Ethan received a chilling message, "Find me, or I'll expose your truth." His identity threatened to unravel like pages torn from his manuscript. Tension hung heavy as Lila held him close, her voice whispering reassurances in the darkness. As the night wore on, they embraced, seeking solace in each other's arms, hearts bound despite the looming threat. Ethan vanished with dawn, Lila chased after him. In a small cafe overlooking the city, he sat across from his former lover, ready to confront his past and ensure their future. Shadows loomed as he proposed marriage under the sky they had shared, promising protection for both passions. Their love story unfolded amidst the chaos. Chapter 3. A Heart United. As Lila placed her hand on Ethan's, a sense of peace and acceptance washed over him. She agreed to be his wife. In the city where their love blossomed, they married privately at City Hall, under the same oak tree from their first meeting. Artistic creations became intertwined lives as they settled in an old library cottage on Riverside Drive, books and paintings filling shelves. The stalker surfaced once more but was met with the courageous truth, Ethan's identity and Lila by his side, each chapter of their lives a testament to love. The cabin where dreams were born became their sanctuary. Their novel.in.progress intertwined, Ethan finished Elegance in Silence, inspired by her hues, as she painted final chapters of their journey amidst the city they adored. Critics praised both mediums, hearts sang through words and colors on bookshelves worldwide. Hand in hand, they stood before their creation, a gallery showcasing their work, a testament to love's resilience. The stalker faced trial as Ethan stood tall, not letting fear silence his voice or art. Their love transcended pages, paintings, proving love stories can be written amidst darkness and light. Together, on the same oak tree where they first spoke of dreams, they celebrated life. In each other, they found their muse, a symphony of hearts beating through the city's rhythm. Lila realized she had found her true art form, living, painting love with words intertwined. As sun dipped into Manhattan's horizon, they shared a final chapter, two souls embracing beneath an oak tree, a testament to passion. Together, they wrote the last line, hand in hand under their sanctuary, where stories were born and dreams chased darkness away. The city hummed as one, witnessing their love story, a symphony of light amidst shadows, proving that when hearts beat together, even in fear, love conquers all.